Well, let's try and play a game of Blitz. So 2056, good luck. Let's go G3. Okay, nothing wrong with a bold pawn push. Shall we try and meet it? I could even do C4, I guess, but let's just push the pawn. Pushes down. Okay, let's push our pawn again. Okay, it pushes down again. I don't think that can be that good. I'm going to launch in the center. Okay, so he does take. So I'm going to take back and maybe even just drop back. Do we want to drop back? Let's just come all the way back, shall we? I mean, you can try and grab a pawn, I guess, but we're going to go for development. You just play knight takes. Then I'm looking at bishop up. I guess he'll just play bishop up. Oh, he's moved the queen. Okay. I'm going to just challenge this pawn immediately now and try and get my knight into play. Now there's only one piece attacking the pawn. He might have not seen that. He was simply threatening to win the pawn. Bishop up, it just gives him a natural move which he can do in any event, which he's done in any event. Okay. I'm going to take the pawn. Now I'm going to challenge that bishop. Okay, I'm going to take. I'm going to develop the queen, hit the knight, gently pressure the bishop. At some point we might be able to jump the knight around. We might be able to. I don't see it right now, so I think we'll just develop our knight and maybe activate the rook. I don't really want to come here inviting everything in. I mean, knight in and I can't take back. So I'm actually going to sidestep, threatening to push the pawn on. He's got very good control on the center, so I'll try and challenge the open file. Yeah, he has played knight across anywhere. So knight takes could be useful, but I don't see any reason not to just develop the rook here. If he takes, I'll just take back with the rook and get developed. I don't see any serious jump for the knight. Doesn't mean there isn't one, but I don't see it. Okay, so he moves out of the way. Now I can push up, right? Not sure it's a good move, but I'm going to do it. Okay, but now we've got knight up to hit the bishop. We also hit the knight as well. Where's that? Oh, he's lucky. He can take and he can take back with a check. So I can't take here. It's still a move anyway, but he can actually take the bishop. I'll have to take back. Lose a knight, gain a bishop, lose a pawn. I guess I do still attack the queen, so he's gone for it. So gain a bishop, lose a pawn across, but we're attacking the queen. But we just lose our knight, don't we? Yes, so we have to take and take. Just drop the knight back if needed. Otherwise, try and get the rook across. Anything at all we can do here? I don't see it. I'm actually looking at rook right across. But no, I don't see that gaining anything. Let's just centralize. I mean, I can't stop his pawn push, can I? So I'm conceding the open file. But I am threatening maybe e4. In fact, e4 now takes. Maybe pawn takes. e4 could be a move here. But my knight's hanging. What about takes e4? Knight check might be a move. I really want to play e4, but I don't think it was a good move there. I can't burn all the clocks, I'll drop back. But when the knight moves, if he gets d5 and he's got a really good centre, we might have to try and work on this side, but I don't see how we actually progress. Okay, so he's played across. Okay, I'm just going to double up now then. So he's got to be a little bit careful about retreating, but I guess he... Oh, now he can only really go here. So e4 back, e5 back. I'm just going to push the pawn forward and try and gain a bit of space. He'll probably go back and back again. Oh, he's actually stepped forward, so he's allowing us to take a pawn. Okay, I'm going to take then. It does give us a potential target and potentially the 7th rank to double up on. Unless he simply didn't see it, of course that does happen. We all do that from time to time. Okay, so he's gone back. So rook over, takes, queen takes, and I can't get in with the knight. Yeah, I'm looking at rook over whether I can double up, but my pawn is actually loose, isn't it? Rook takes, what do we do? Is rook up a move here? Ah, rook up allows knight down. So it's not really a move. I'm going to get the queen out of the way, and I'm going to try and maybe switch sides here and put pressure on the back rank or launch one. Getting very low on time now, very low on time. Knight in might still be a move, he could just grab the pawn. Knight up, I don't think I'm threatening to take, I don't think so. I'm just going to try and focus on this side. I might play h4, do we do it? h4 seems a bit slow, doesn't it? I really want to double the rooks up. I guess he can just challenge. Let's activate the queen then, threatening a push. Then maybe back, maybe knight up or something at some point. Ooh, so he's allowed us forward. I mean, down, I think I just take the queen and then take the rook. That might be the winning move, it might be. Don't mean it is, but it might be. If he takes either way, I'm taking back, so I'll pre-move that. The queen moves, we can just take the rook with check and then the other rook comes in. So he has gone for it, but I think that just wins the game, or it should do. Should do. They never over till they're over amateur games. But if we get the 2 rooks up, go after the 7th rank. Let's just go straight after that pawn there. So there's a pawn loose here, but let's just take and maybe come back. If the knight moves, I'm going forward, depending on what he does. So there is a loose pawn, but kick the knight first, otherwise he could have kicked my knight and then taken. Oh, so he just resigns. Okay, so we've managed to get a good win there. So let's just pause while we then put it through the analyzer. Right, I've switched the cameras over so we can now get the data and go and put this through the analyzer and see how we've actually played it. So we just import the game. It looks like we've played the end of the game pretty well. A bit up and down still, that's what you expect most games, so we're making mistakes. Should have gone forward with the knight immediately there instead of bringing the rook to the centre. So what have we got? It is pretty much flatline level right up until this point here. Obviously, you can look at every move through the game if you want to when you're checking your own games. But with flatline level here, yeah, knight f6 was a move I was expecting. I was just going to push the pawn and the knight comes back where it was, but I've advanced my pawn. So it's now +2 better for us. And we get the pawn, but I should have played knight to g5 there. So it's gone down slightly. So we've lost 1 point with that, and then we're just better after that. And then that just wins the piece. And then, of course, just a case of they're not blundering. So in this position, I was looking at trying to get the rooks forward, but of course, the rook can come in, so there's no need to allow it. So just played f3. And we managed to get a good win. So the actual figures were 94% versus 85 on the accuracy, and the CPL is 18 versus 36.